sport world champion already. A world champion in kickboxing and Muay Thai. Can she do it here in MMA?
115 pounds for Stamp!
Rhea claims that I think the one championship atomweight world championship, the interim championship, will be the final achievement for me.
114 pounds.
It is Stamp versus Ham Seo Hee. Look at this facing off as she got on her tippy toes, did Ham in Singapore. You see both are very much excited and looking forward.
Waiting till she's got something here. No graphics.
Touch belly if you want. Anybody your opponent.
Bonds. Stamp's got that snarl on her face.
Yeah, she's just coiled, ready to pull the trigger.
Looking for that inside leg kick. Ham's doing a good job of avoiding it early on.
60% of Stamp's wins in MMA have been by finish. 6 finishes out of her 10 victories. For Ham, 26-8. She is undefeated here in one championship. You're watching the greatest
game employed by Stamp early on, Ray.
No question about it. You're watching the greatest martial artist around the world here tonight.
This kicking game employed by Stamp, they still yet to kind of find a beat on each other here. You see the battle for the footwork on the lead foot that you're talking about there, Mitch. Stamp's just kind of throwing these kicks out as a feeler. That's probably the first real kick that has landed, and I would count as a significant strike.
So far through the first 90 seconds, Angela, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, like you guys are saying, I think keeping that line of the front lead leg is going to be very important, very key for whoever's controlling pace. I would caution Ham to that left side, exposing her ribs. That's an opening for Stamp right there, but let's see how this goes.
Stamp's very good at attacking southpaw fighters, especially with that open stance. It opens up some beautiful kicking options for the left leg.
Wasn't that Elise Anderson with southpaw? She caught her with the kick to the stomach.
Just bought that break from the clinch. She punishes the body, looks to the legs. Olivia Costa's going to give a warning for activity.
Well, we resume action. We're now approaching the midway point of the first round.
The backward footwork of Stamp is positioning herself perfectly for the right body kick, but it's also putting her out of position for Ham's left hand. So it'll be interesting to see how Ham creates the footwork necessary to put herself in position to throw that left hand.
Yeah, because as Stamp is circling, she's kind of circling towards Ham's power side, but she's circling away on a larger radius, so she's not giving Ham the lane that she needs to throw that left hand.
Well, there was the most significant strike for Ham in the first 3 minutes of this first round.
Oh,
no.
Body kick by Stamp.
It's a good feeling out round for both ladies, actually. You know, it's smart. It's a 5-round fight, so.
What are your thoughts, Angela? You know, Olivier's already issued a warning here, and they're, you know, strategically, two fighters, they have to have a feeling out process. What are your thoughts on that coming in? Because it obviously puts pressure on the athletes, or does it put pressure on the athletes to start throwing with volume?
Yeah, I agree. I think that, you know, the athletes have to be smart when they receive something like that, because it could pressure them the wrong way to make a mistake. You know, if they get nervous and feel the need to close the distance or speed things up, and that could leave them open.
With the stakes already so high, do you suggest maybe they don't listen to the referee and continue playing their game?
Yes, I do, actually.
Possibly take the yellow card if necessary?
I mean, no, but I see action between the ladies here, so.
I do too.
You know?
I almost feel like one mistake will cost the other this World Championship.
That was a nice little shuffle step Ham did right there to manage that distance and put herself in position to throw that left hand. No takedown attempts yet here in the first as we hit the 30-second mark. This is a 5-round fight. This bout will be judged in its entirety, not round by round. So look at it as like one giant 25-minute round.
Stamp is starting to find a home for that right leg as well.
Easy below.
Ham has won 9 straight, the best of her 15-year career. Meantime, for Stamp, she has landed 4.8 significant strikes per minute over the course of her career, 24 per round. Stamp has stated that she's prepared elbows for Ham. That ends the first.
Let's see round 2.
Stamp in the purple and the black is Ham. What a body kick, another one. 2 straight body kicks by Stamp.
Yeah, that was her corner telling Stamp to double up on the kicks, and she did just that right out of the gate.
As Angela pointed out, Stamp is becoming more aggressive here in this second round.
Ham needs to match this aggression. She has to start putting out that jab, changing levels, mixing things up. You do not want to give Stamp this many reads standing right up in front of her like this.
You know, she's pulling out her jab, and I talked about this in her keys. She's got to have the feints. She's got to have the setups. She's got to get Stamp to actually commit to some things to create those openings, because she's got this southpaw conventional matchup creates that distance for her to land that left hand. So she needs to close that distance.
Angela, are you surprised that Ham hasn't gone for a takedown or tried to be a bit busier?
You know, I heard in her interview that she said she wanted to go toe-to-toe and stand up with Stamp. I thought that was a tactic to make her think she was going to stand up with her and then mix it up. So, you know, it's possible. Not sure what the game plan is at this point, but yeah, I think she's got to mix it up for sure.
Stamp continues to kick to the body of Ham.
And if she makes contact, you can see that right hand is going to follow it as well. So she's almost setting up the right hand with the kicks just to be able to deliver that right hand. There she doubled up, went nice inside leg to the body. Stamp's almost counter-striking with her, waiting for Ham to initiate a reaction just so she can utilize her speed advantage that she's got.
Stamp barely missed that elbow, but she's picking up her aggression here in this second round. Another body kick by Stamp.
Yeah, Stamp missed that elbow off the clinch, but when she broke off, she threw that right leg and it landed flush.
So for a very long time, Ham has only been fighting people that want to grapple with her, that want to press her up against the cage, drag her to the mat. This is the first time in a long time that she's fought a striker, somebody that wants to bang with her. Well, it looks like she's having a hard time getting a read on the rhythm of Stamp.
I like the rhythm that Stamp has. This is a different rhythm. We don't see Stamp just like throwing down like she normally does. It's very calculated, throwing the right hand and then following up, throwing the right leg and then following up with the right hand. Ooh, backhand roll.
2 kicks to the left arm of Ham.
Ham better be careful with that because Stamp ended up breaking that arm.
Angela, it is clear that Stamp has done her homework on Ham. Stamp goes down off of a straight left.
Ham sits down Stamp in the second round.
You can never count out the veteran, Angela.
There you go, for sure. That was a big surprise coming in by Ham.
Took several shots on the left arm, stepped in off of one of them and put it right down the middle, and now is on top, working in the guard of the former 2-sport world champion.
She's got to take advantage of this situation, though. There should be a sense of urgency here because prior to her dropping Stamp with that left hand, Ham had eaten kick after kick after kick, and now that she's on the ground, she needs to get some work done because assuming Stamp is going to survive this round, because there's not any real damage being done with some ground and pound or any progression as far as positions are concerned, it's like you come back out in the next round, in round 3, and Stamp's back on her feet, throwing kicks at you again.
We're coming up on under a minute to go. Stamp now still in full guard, looking for looks like she was going for a guillotine choke, but that's nowhere near close.
Stamp has the right idea here, you know. She's staying busy off of her back. She's not just holding, she's looking for attacks.
Look at that, she was looking for an arm bar. Was Stamp. Even on her back, Stamp is aggressive.
You're surprised by this? Her attempting arm bars, looking for chokes?
I'm not surprised. I was surprised when she went for the armbar. Ritu Phogat, when she had topside position and decided against one of the best wrestlers in this organization that she was going to go for an armbar, particularly given Stamp's level of experience at that given time. But now, I'm not surprised by anything with her.
Angela, is this a confidence builder for Ham? On board for Stamp. Oh my goodness! Round 3, this one's scheduled for 5. The atomweight mixed martial arts world championship on the line. Stamp against Ham. And Angela, is this the best you've ever seen Stamp thus far?
This is a fight. Both ladies are bringing it. I think, you know, they both want this so bad, and they're going to give us their all.
They're certainly doing that here in the main event of One Fight Night 14 here in Singapore.
This is where you're going to see Ham's experience come into play, up against the wall, utilizing it to really control the positions, but in those minor separations like that, she needs to be careful of the knees, the kicks, and the elbows.
Yeah, when they disengage in these clinches, Ham needs to make sure that she's the one that takes Stamp's balance. You need to disengage on your terms.
Ham looking to close the distance. Straight right hand for Stamp.
She's hurt.
Some knees on the inside.
This could be it, this could be it, this could be it! Oh my goodness!
And new undisputed one atomweight MMA champion of the world,
Stamp, 3-sport world champion. How does that sound?
ในที่สุดนะคะแชมป์โลก3ประเภทกีฬาคุณทำได้แล้วค่ะวันนี้รู้สึกยังไงบ้างคะ
Fucking amazing. I can't make my own history, and today thank you, Mom. Today I can't do it.
There was so much at stake. Right before the fight, Angela Lee announced her retirement, you becoming, or the possibility of becoming a 3-sport world champion, and you seemed so focused. You were so driven the minute that bell rang. What was going through your mind when Angela Lee announced her retirement?
ก็ก่อนหน้านี้นะคะที่คุณแองเจล่าลีเขาประกาศว่าเขาจะเกษียณไม่ต่อสู้แล้วเนี่ยแล้วก็มาวันนี้ที่คุณสแตมเนี่ยพอดีประจวบเหมาะกับการแข่งแชมป์ MMA เนาะอันนี้เนี่ยไม่ทราบว่ารู้สึกยังไงบ้างคะกับการเกษียณของคุณแองเจล่าลี
หนูรู้สึกเสียใจที่พี่เขาไม่ต่อยต่อเพราะว่าพี่เขาเป็นไอดอลหนูตั้งแต่ที่หนูเข้ามา MMA แต่ว่าหนูก็สปอร์ตเขาทุกทางที่เขาเลือกเขายังเป็น I just want to remind you I love you so much and you my idol away.
So I'm very sad that she doesn't want to continue the journey in MMA or in one championship. I just want to let her know that she has always been my idol from the first day I do MMA, and she's always will be. I love you, Angela.
In the commentary booth, we were initially surprised that she took the approach to stand and trade with you, but then when she caught you, how badly were you hurt in the second round?
ก็ในยกที่2นะคะที่คุณแฮมเนี่ยเขาเหมือนจะจับคุณสแตมได้เนาะตอนนั้นรู้สึกยังไงบ้างคะ
รู้สึกต้องหนีตายค่ะต้องหนีตายอย่างเดียวแล้วก็ หนูรู้สึกว่าหนูเสียหลักล้มค่ะก็เลยเป็นจังหวะของเขาที่เขามาอยู่ในเมาส์การ์ดของหนู
So my feeling in the second round, I felt that I had to survive. I had to get out of this. It was like I accidentally fell, so that's how it was. But I'm glad I got out of it.
How deep was that armbar, though, that you got at the end? Because that was an incredible move.
มีช่วงหนึ่งอะค่ะที่คุณสแตมเนี่ยเหมือนจะใช้อาร์มบาร์กับเขานะตอนนั้นเนี่ยรู้สึกยังไงบ้างคะ
รู้สึกตอนแรกเหมือนจะติดแต่พอดีระฆังช่วยค่ะ
I almost got her, but the bell saved her.
The bell did save her. Well, you picked up your third world title. You have 26 pounds of gold, which is an absolutely incredible achievement. Let her hear it, ladies and gentlemen. But what you also picked up was $50,000 from Chatri Sinyatong for your world title win here tonight.
Thank you Charity Thank you for believe me Thank you for support me I did fine I don't believe myself because this fight I'm sick and I'm not 100%, but today is I can't do it, so my body is very good. Thank you คุณชาตรีมากๆค่ะที่ believe myself แล้วก็ thank you Mr. Wong thank you Pam thank you Fairtex team thank you for support me thank you my family thank you Angela thank you everyone I don't know what I said today, but thank you for loving me.
We do love you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, show your love to your three-sport world champion and the new atomweight mixed martial arts champion of the world, Stan!